Day 11. We're in Kōchi now. It's -5 outside. Feels like -8. We've got 3 temples today and 24 kilometers ahead of us. Let's get moving. This morning started with fish for breakfast, and I have to say, I never in my life thought I would be eating raw fish before my morning coffee. But here we are. After breakfast, we took the DVM, the bus right across from the hotel in Shikoku. If you haven't seen a DVM before, look it up. It's one of those only in Japan things that makes you smile just watching it.
Nice picture. Do you live here? You live here?
Jogging, running, walking.
That's not a dramatic retelling. That was just the morning. But here's the thing about this pilgrimage. You don't decide to go, you just go. The road is already there. The temples are already there. You just start walking. And about an hour in, the weather changed. Not dramatically, not with a cinematic sunrise. The wind just eased. The sun found a gap in the clouds. And that was enough. Suddenly, the day looked completely different. The coast opened up. The sea was enormous, and we were walking right through it. One of the most beautiful coastlines in Japan, on a March morning with almost no one else around. We walked the 24 kilometers. And I want to be careful with how I say that. It wasn't easy. It's never easy. but the weather was with us. And when the weather is with you on this pilgrimage, you feel it in everything. So here's something I didn't know until we were already living it. The Shikoku 88 isn't just one long pilgrimage route. It's divided into 4 symbolic stages, one for each prefecture. And they map directly onto the Buddhist path. Temple 24 is called Hotsumisakiji, and it sits at the very tip of Cape Mudoto, one of the most dramatically positioned temples on the entire 88. This is where Kobodashi is said to have achieved enlightenment, after years of meditating in a sea cave at the base of these cliffs. Standing there, with the Pacific behind you and the temple in front of you, you understand why he chose this spot.
Konnichiwa.
Kimchi terimo pendosa bisa po tata supen osu I sapo sapo nama po sapo nama putih.
So, Temple 24, Hotsumisakiji, sits right at the tip of Cape Muroto, about 300 meters up. And I have to say, getting there felt earned. Because the nearest temple before this one, Temple 23, is 76 kilometers away. That's one of the longest gaps on the entire 88 temple route. The place itself is connected to Kobodaishi in a very specific way. He came here at 19 years old, found a cave at the base of these cliffs, called Mikurodo Cave, and basically lived there, chanting a mantra 1 million times while facing the Pacific Ocean. And when he finally reached enlightenment, the story goes that he saw Venus, the morning star, fly straight into his mouth. After that, he renamed himself Kukai, which means sky and sea. Standing there at the cape, looking at the ocean, you kind of get why. One thing you don't want to miss inside the temple grounds, there's a large stone called the musical stone. You pick up a small pebble, tap it against the boulder, and it makes this clear, bell-like sound. They say the sound reaches the other world. I'm not sure about that, but it was a pretty good sound. Okay, so what was that? We're walking, complete silence, middle of the day, Pacific Ocean to one side, empty road ahead, not even a dog barking, no chickens, just wind. And then, out of nowhere, this sound comes up the road. We asked some local pilgrims walking nearby, and they explained it. It was a truck driving through the village, selling laundry rope to the locals. A truck selling laundry rope in the middle of a Japanese coastal village on the Pacific Ocean. I don't know why that hit me the way it did, but in that moment, in that complete silence, in the middle of nowhere, that sound was the most entertaining thing I'd heard all day. Honestly, that's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You can't plan for that. You just have to be there, walking, in the silence, and let it find you. And then these stairs appear out of nowhere on the side of the road. And we looked at each other. What are those? And then we figured it out. Tsunami towers. Tall concrete structures just sitting there along the coastal road, with staircases going straight up to a platform above. And once you see one, you start seeing everything else. Reflective signs on the road pointing toward higher elevation paths. Emergency announcement systems on poles. Evacuation routes marked everywhere. And while we were walking, we actually witnessed 3 full evacuation drills. The whole city. Sirens going, announcements playing, people moving to higher ground. And I just thought, this is so uniquely Japanese. While the rest of the world is still figuring out how to respond to natural disasters after they happen, Japan is out here drilling for it, preparing for it, building infrastructure around it. on a Tuesday afternoon in a small coastal village. They know how to fight. They know how to survive. Temple 25, Shinshoji, is the fisherman's guardian temple, sitting on a hill above Muroto, with 169 steps up to the main hall. Your legs know about those steps by the time you leave.
Thank you.
Temple 26, Kongochoji, is deeper in the forest, quieter, darker. After a full day of open coast, walking into those trees feels like the pilgrimage shifting into a different gear entirely. By Temple 26, the ritual was starting to feel natural. Less like something we were learning and more like something we already knew. Arrive, wash hands, ring the bell once, offer coins, incense, your Fuda. Chant the Heart Sutra, move on. But here's where Kōchi starts showing its real character. Food, or more accurately, the absence of it. In Kōchi, you plan your calories the way a mountaineer plans oxygen, days in advance. Because you can walk 4, 5, 6 hours between anything resembling a shop. And restaurants, actual sit-down restaurants, are nearly non-existent on the route. The day we came in, day 1 of Kōchi, we managed, but barely. And this was day 1. I said it half joking when we reached accommodation that night. I think we're on our way to becoming true ascetics by the time we reach the next prefecture. We reached the accommodation as the light was going soft. There's a specific feeling at the end of a good walking day. Your legs know it. Your pack feels heavier, but you feel lighter. Something in your chest just settles. 24 kilometers, 3 temples. A morning of panic that turned into something we won't forget. Day 11 done. The ascetic zone has begun. And honestly, it's already living up to its name. Tomorrow we go further into Kōchi. Longer distances, more empty roads. And the smart hybrid strategy is going to be put to its first real test. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really means a lot. And I'll see you on day 12.